Press Ctrl G, and now we can do the block selection from the cockpit. The food processor. We need to make an algae farm before we can build one of those. I wonder what will happen when I start starving. Am I going to just die immediately? Or will I just start losing health? Wow, you start dying really fast once you run out of food. Like, you're not out healing this reliably. So yeah, I guess I will die. Let's park before that happens. Boom boom. Your stats. Oh my god, and we respawn at 20. Everything. Okay, we need to stop food production really quick, because this will just result in a eternal cycle of dying. Where is my stuff? Hello? Oh, there it is. I forgot that the backpack flies off. I'm putting the wind turbine here, like this, because that way we will be able to put 4 of them facing towards each direction, since the clearance only needs to be to the side. So that way we can have like 4 of them on each layer, then go around 10 blocks up. Was it 9? I don't remember the exact amount, and we could have another layer of 4 wind turbines. So you can scale your wind production, wind production, wind energy production that way really easily. We'll eventually need a flying ship. Let's see, is there anything? What thrusters? What thrusters consume? Metal grids. And where's the hydrogen ones? There's the hydrogen ones in a different category somewhere? Yes, they are. Also metal grids. Okay, everything requires metal grids, and for metal grids we need cobalt. We'll have to do some cobalt mining. Either somehow in a rover or by hand. Anyway, let's make an algae farm and also a food processor. Let's see. I think we should position it like this. It would make sense looking at the sun direction. Or maybe not. Yeah, if it really depends where we are and what sort of maneuvers the sun does while it moves. We'll just place it here for now. We really shouldn't overthink this that much, because it's all temporary. Need to quickly and dirtily build as much stuff as possible. And another time. Bam. Well, nothing is really stopping us from... We can either carefully control our pitch in a rover, with some very strategic mining. Or we can make a big piston arm and just extend downwards towards the cobalt when we need to mine it. I think that would be quite fun, actually. Oh, what is this position? But, well, lesson learned. First thing you do, set up an algae farm. Because if you set the settings of the game to require a lot of food, then you will require a lot of food. Now I'm just using this rover as the refinery for now. And I deposit the ingots in here. We need 8 more bulletproof glass. With our base growing, there's a higher and higher chance of a meteor just smashing into it. Do we have some... Oh, look at this. The cockpit has so much bulletproof glass on it. You can easily rip that off with. Use it for the algae farm. The farm is built and current efficiency level slightly rising. 68%. Next output in 4 minutes, 69%. Nice. Okay, let's see. How much do we need for a single kelp crisp? And you will produce a single one, right? Yeah, I don't see how that's sustainable. With how much of it we need and how little it produces. By the way, tip for these challenges: if you double click your tool, it keeps it turned on or off. Very convenient. Or when you need to spend half a minute welding a single block. Let's see, now I can build a food processor, as they have built an algae farm. And I can cook the insect meat that I got. Let's see how much fuel that sustain me. Fuel value 14%. I mean, better than nothing, but... We need to start growing some fruits and vegetables. Yeah. Or we need to go hunting spiders in industrial quantities. Let's get some ammo going. See, flare gun, medkit, power kit. Oh, these are craftable now. I remember when they were things that you could only purchase. Huh. Fireworks. Okay, so much interesting new stuff. I think some unknown signal hunting might be a good idea. They might contain some useful stuff in them, other than just components. Maybe something to solve our food problems. I wonder, do we need like seeds for the planter? Can we collect something from this bush? Guess not. Because there are planters that we unlocked. We'll have to test them out. Very Very inconvenient landing spot for this signal. Let's see if we can climb up it. All. And so far, no problem. We can really go up really steep slopes in this game. Alright, let's see what we got. Anti-radiation medkit. Radiation immunity. And some credits. Nice. Doesn't solve our food problems, but... No special new item. Weird. It even attached to the side of the mountain with the magnetic plate. Really funny. I started adding the hinge to the back of the rover and it looks pretty cool, I think. Yeah, that's it. I think I also died one more time and blah 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 blah. I think I will move the refinery directly onto it. It's more efficient to use the refinery instead of the survival kit. I think you get higher component ingot yields than from the survival kit, if I'm not mistaken. I know that there's difference between the basic and the big refinery, but I don't remember if there's a difference between the respawn pod. In fact, we can just test it. I know that we got 3 iron ingots from 100 stone in the respawn pod. How much will we get from here? Let's turn off the assembler so it doesn't suck it up immediately. And we get... Wait, what? 0.1? Eh? Hold up. Does the survival kit somehow produce more? Huh. I guess it does. There's really not much point in attaching a refinery onto it. Or using the refinery here if you're not smelting ingots, ores. Yes, back to survival kit mining for now. Oh, great. Weather, electric storm. Ooh. I guess everything will just stop working now. Because everything is going to get hit by lightning. Well, hopefully we can survive this. Hopefully. Oh, never mind. Our wind turbine already fell off. Amazing. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, I disassembled some of the iron grids I got from salvaging some stuff and made myself some better tools. The rest got turned into scrap. Okay. You've been struck by the... Everything is falling off. Okay. I guess I shouldn't be outside in this weather, because I will just get hit by stuff and die immediately. I guess we'll just keep drilling until the weather clears. I don't see anything else to do. Because the power is out, and we are not going to be able to restore it. With the lightning just striking everywhere all the time. So as long as the rover stays operational, we have something to do. Oh yeah, by the way, attach the container, it's back. Just because why not? Oh, actually the weather seems to be clearing. That was a very short electric storm, I think. Alright, the turbine is back up. I've reinforced the construction as well. Now we have 2 rods going up and then there's some blocks above it, so there's some redundancy. Hopefully it won't fall off this time. As you can see, I needed to build some blocks on the side to reach further. Really interesting stuff when you can't fly around. Oh, I think I hit my container too hard and it exploded. No. Well, it wasn't super important anyway. Yeah, I've been thinking about how we are going to get materials and stuff. Oh, that was close. Almost fell right on me. That meteor. Where did it fall? It was like very close. Somewhere. But there's holes everywhere, so I have no idea. Well, whatever. So how are we going to do this? We need to get more mining going consistently. Then we need to increase the refining capacity, production, blah 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 blah, and then the loop repeats. And right now we are kind of stuck on not being able to mine that much, but also refine that much, so we can't really improve the refining on our rover directly unless we build probably a new one. I mean, it really does seem like a good solution is to just migrate all the components from the small rover over to the big base and then detach it as a big rover thingy. Blech. Because the small rover is kind of a dead end, because there's no production blocks for it. And start working on that. Let's see, we need some wheels, we need a battery, we need a drill, a cockpit. Maybe we could move the survival kit over here as well. And that's that. So yeah, I guess we'll just keep digging on the small rover until we get enough of that. And can we build all of this without any cobalt? Is the question. Drills, yes. Cockpit, also yes. Let's see what else. Wheels. Wheels, I think also yes. Yeah. Yeah, so we can build all of this without any metal grids. So for flying components we need metal stuff. Get out. Let me check. Containers, I think also require them. Yeah, for some reason containers require metal grids. So that's annoying. Well, the drills don't. So we can just store stuff inside of... I mean, finding a small cobalt deposit and mining manually to get a few metal grids we need for the container is such a problem. Well, I guess I know what we are going to do then. I use a lot of blocks that are not built as scaffolding, so look at the cost difference. Interior plate 3 ingots, steel plate 21 ingots, so it would make sense to use blocks that consume an interior plate as scaffolding instead of solid light armor. So we'll just have to use... where is it? We already have the ramps here. And there should be a decorative block. Just... where it is. The menus are so confusing and it doesn't help with everything because... black and white. I know there's mods that make stuff colorful, but I don't like it because it makes... the colors just look like vomit in it. It's terrible. Maybe there's a new one that makes it colorful but actually look decent. I haven't looked for it yet. But yeah, it's not very visually appealing menu. System. Oh, more food has arrived. Man, it was really scary. I just heard screaming and then these things appeared. Pretty cool. Oh, look at this. Three meat from this one. And 3 from you. Oh, nice. Been struck by debris. Okay, I guess you shouldn't be outside in the sandstorms. You just shouldn't be outside at all. With this new update. How's our algae doing? Or really? Artificial. Okay. Completely useless. We might as well just assemble it. I guess it's useful for these meal packs. And vegetables, mushrooms. We still haven't checked out the cooking thingy. We might need to do that. Not the cooking, the farms. The farm plots. Irrigation system. Okay. And you connect them from below, I guess. By conveyor, right? That's the description. The green irrigation system to provide crops with source of water. So, as part of the conversion process, and just for more reliability. We'll add a battery here. I'm gonna need a lot of iron. I'm going to just check if it's going to be quicker to manually mine iron and then put it into the refinery. Because if the yields are higher, it might just be faster than going around in a rover drilling stone. Right, let's see. I got 900 iron. From one trip, I turned off the assembler to see how fast it will refine. What's the efficiency numbers here? Okay, I think it's like 50% or something. So... yeah, like 16 trips down to get all the iron we need. I guess it's pretty good. I guess we can mine stuff manually after all. Not going to be horrendous. I was going around on this mountainside and looking at cobalt right outside the base. Very useful. I went back to mining stone because it was just too annoying going up and down the shaft. It seems to be similar speed, but it's much easier to do this. But yeah, slowly mining, refining stone, assembling the thingy on the base that we will detach and just start moving around while drilling larger quantities of stone. And then, because it's large grid, we can just expand it exponentially as we get more and more resources. Added a big container so I wouldn't need to mine all the time. Would just mine a bit and stay here, but now I can't move it because it's too heavy. Should have put some wheels at the back. I mean, I can still do it. They're very cheap, the small grid ones. I could even make most of the components here. Just need to run for some steel tubes. Like at the base.